In our 10th year, the Get Up movement proved once again that we're a force to be reckoned with. When mining company Adani got approval to build a mega mine near the Great Barrier Reef, Get Up members chipped in tens of thousands of dollars to take them to court.
Federal government approval has been withdrawn for the huge Adani Carmichael coal mine in central Queensland.
We're happy that the federal court has today validated our concerns about the Carmichael process.
Get Up members worked alongside the Wangan and Jagalingou people in their fight against the Adani mine, set to be built on their land.
We're going to make every effort to stop this mining company from destroying our land.
This challenge is shaping up as the biggest test of Australia's native title laws in almost 2 decades.
We then took the protection of the Great Barrier Reef all the way to the ballot box, mobilising in the Queensland state election against the Newman government, who refused to protect it.
Yeah, I'm here trying to help people understand how to vote to save the reef.
And when the results came back, it was clear. The people of Queensland care about the reef and they're willing to vote to protect it.
Get Up members also campaigned hard in the Canning by-election, sending a clear message that we weren't happy with Abbott's regressive economic and environmental policies. We all know how that ended.
Today, Australians awoke to yet another new Prime Minister.
This year, we launched bold and proactive campaigns for economic fairness. Get Up members chipped in to commission a report from leading economists and proposed 8 policy solutions for a fairer, brighter budget.
And we targeted Woolworths over their harmful poker machines at their annual general meeting.
Woolies owns 1,300 poker machines, raking in $140 million a year. These protesters claim 3/4 of that revenue comes from the most socially disadvantaged areas.
Get Up members campaigned for marriage equality harder than ever before, turning out tens of thousands of people in marches across the country.
Protesters chanting that federal parliament must hold a vote to approve same-sex marriage by August.
We took on a bold new strategy in our campaign for the fairer treatment of refugees by targeting the corporations who profit from running our offshore detention centres.
The boardroom has become the new battlefront for activists seeking the closure of the offshore processing centres on Nauru and Manus Island.
The campaign is about the corporate complicity in human rights abuses occurring in our immigration detention system.
And tens of thousands of us lit the dark in candlelight vigils across the country in memory of Island Kurdi.
I want to live in a world where there's room for everyone in desperate need to get some help.
It doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop tonight.
Days after this huge national demonstration of grief and resistance, the government increased our humanitarian intake of refugees.
Australia will resettle an additional 12,000 refugees.
Get Up members continued to fight for our civil rights, campaigning against the Trans-Pacific Partnership and against the coalition government's Orwellian data retention laws. And we helped a Get Up member, Tony Murphy, launch a High Court challenge against laws that rob hundreds of thousands of Australians of their vote each election.
We worked with friends from across the movement to deliver powerful global marches for climate action, the People's Climate March, in the lead up to the Paris climate talks.
Unionists, public sector workers and families, they're all united by a desire to see an end to fossil fuels and a transition to clean energy.
There were similar scenes to the south in Hobart, and Perth also joined the global day of action.
Get Up members use their power in numbers, online, on the streets, as consumers, in the courts and at the ballot box.
2015 was an amazing year. Thanks so much for all that you do.